So, from ABC News, apparently Wendy's has come up with the brilliant idea of doing something like surge pricing. You know how if you get an Uber or a Lyft, depending on the time, you might pay more? So, the more demand, the higher the price you will pay. It makes sense to a certain extent. If there's more demand, there's less riders available, cost goes up, supply, demand, it makes sense, right? Well, yeah, maybe, to a certain extent, depending on the type of business you're in. Now, Wendy's, they want to do something very similar. So, say you go into Wendy's at 10 o'clock, you get your double cheeseburger, you pay, I don't know how much, $5 for, that heart attack waiting to happen. Well, you go in at noon, maybe you pay $8 for the same hamburger because it's busier at noon. I don't get this. So what is it they're saying exactly? I mean, why does the price of the hamburger go up at noon as opposed to 10? Is it because they're busier? But it's the same labor, right? The supply of hamburgers hasn't gone down. They still got a gigantic freezer full of frozen patties. It's not like beef is running out. I'm confused. Where is exactly the lack of supply in regards to, say, something like Lyft or Uber, which is purely service-based? How do you adapt that to a business that is, while it involves services, that's not the product, and the product is not in short supply, far from it. So how are you justifying a different price? And by the way, you could justify a different price at all times if beef was more scarce. Say there was a breakout of mad cow disease and we had to kill half the cattle in the country. Well, the cost of beef is going to go way up. It's going to go way up everywhere. But that's not what's happening here. They're somehow trying to justify a higher price at a different time because there's more people want their hamburgers at that time. But the number of hamburgers they have available on hand hasn't changed. I don't understand this. Let's see how they justify it in this news story, or if they even try.
2 Dave singles.
How much would it cost?
You could ask, but starting soon, depending on the time of day, you might get a different answer. Wendy's, the country's second largest burger chain with 6,000 locations, announcing that starting next year, menu prices will fluctuate during the busiest times of day.
By the way, do you buy your hamburgers at Wendy's? The only thing I ever got from Wendy's was that softie. I remember I used to go to Wendy's when I was a kid, like every weekend. My grandparents would take me out, and we would go to the Wendy's. And the only thing we would get is like a big, giant, large softie. And that was I looked forward to that every week because my parents wouldn't let me have that. By the way, we didn't have a Wendy's near us anywhere because we lived in the middle of nowhere. Who buys hamburgers there? Are the hamburgers any good? I don't know.
Meaning you could be paying as much as $1 more for that Baconator during the lunch rush.
Historically, companies just set one price that was constant across time. Pricing algorithms allow companies to change prices throughout the day.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, and this is going to backfire. Why couldn't I use this logic for any retail business selling a product? Because this is just a product. What if I go to the furniture store? I don't understand this. What if I want to buy a couch? And the couch store is busier at 2 in the afternoon than at 10 in the morning. Am I going to pay more for the couch? How do you justify it? I don't understand the logic here. Could somebody explain this to me? How the hell is a French fry worth more at 12 o'clock than it is at 10 o'clock? Somebody make this make sense.
Wendy's CEO announcing his company will spend $20 million on high-tech digital menu boards that can update prices in real time.
What the hell is this, the stock exchange?
Meaning surge pricing, which used to be reserved for rideshare companies, airlines, and hotels, could be coming to a drive-thru near you.
Do you really think I'm going to follow through with this? There's going to be so much pushback. This ain't going to happen. Do you think this is going to happen? I don't see this happening. I see them getting so much blowback, this isn't going to be implemented. Come on. Is this a joke? Is this a goof? Are you goofing me, CEO of Wendy's? How did you get your job as CEO? Did you win it in a crap game? What's going on here? How did this guy become CEO? I'm confused here. Merit has gone out the window because this is the stupidest idea I've ever heard of. Well, sir, you want to buy this Maserati? Come back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and it'll cost 5,000 less. Then why the hell would anybody go there at 2 p.m.? I don't understand. Are people just gonna avoid Wendy's at certain times? If they implemented this, wouldn't people with half a brain just crowd into the Wendy's at like 9 a.m., but then 9 a.m. would become surge pricing? So you just wouldn't eat at Wendy's. Who the hell is going to eat at Wendy's if they do this? Oh, well, I'm going to be clever. I'm going to go in when they're not busy. Well, everybody's going to do that, and then you're going to have surge pricing at 7 a.m. in the morning. This is so stupid. Is it a wokey? Did this guy get his job by affirmative action? Is it a black man that's the CEO of Wendy's? Is it a minority? Don't tell me they're now hiring CEOs of major corporations based on DEI. Are you going to tell me that? Please don't tell me that. Oh my God, that's got to be the case. This guy could not have got this job on merit to come up with this stupid an idea. It's just not possible.
During the busy times, they can obviously increase profits then. And also some consumers will want to shift to the less busy times, right?
They're just not going to go in, you dummy. What are you shilling for this idea? It's a horrible idea. Well, they'll just go in when it's less busy. Then that'll be the more busy time, you idiot. Well, then they just won't go in at all. They'll go to McDonald's. What do you think, this food is gold? This ain't no salt-based steak wrapped in gold foil, yo, and that's crap, by the way. It's a fast food restaurant. Like you're selling something unique. Give me a break.
Are lower.
Before it's even taken effect, the new surge pricing is getting a frosty reception online, with one user on X writing, "Surge pricing is just price gouging by any other name."
By the way, I have no problem with price gouging. What is price gouging anyway? Give me a break. I think that Americans and anybody should be able to sell whatever they want, as long as it's theirs, for whatever they want to sell it for. I don't believe in this price gouging. You want to sell something for 10 times what it's worth, and because some horrible natural catastrophe happened, nobody else has it? Be my guest. Somebody probably needs it so bad they would pay for it. I hate this commie pinko nonsense where the government is getting involved in the economy and telling me what I can and can't charge for my own product. It's a type of price fixing, by the way. Give me a break. That's commie nonsense. If I want to go to where there's been a hurricane and sell generators, gas-powered generators for 10 times the retail price, that's my right. And if I want to sell water for $50 a bottle and nobody's got water, I should be able to do that, baby. And by the way, I'm doing a service. They got no water. They're going to die without water. What's more valuable to them, their money or water? Water! But I'm not going to give them water if I can't make a profit, if I can't gouge the prices, which that's what you call it, right? You don't want anybody to get rich, do you? American government, rich corporate weasels, yeah, global elites. God forbid anybody profit except you. Yeah.
Wendy's telling ABC News in a statement that the decision can allow them to be competitive and flexible with pricing.
How are you being competitive? This is non-competitive. Nobody's going to want to come in there. Are you kidding me?
Motivate customers to visit and provide them with the food they love at a...
This is the stupidest cope I ever heard. Who came up with this? What fantasy land do they think that raising prices based on time of day is going to make them more compatible and motivate customers to visit? What? What? A great value? I'm paying more. That's not a value.
Great value.
2 days.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my whole freaking life. Now, hey, Don't get me wrong. Yeah, Wendy's is a publicly traded company, but as long as they got a woke DEI moron hire in there, they can do whatever they want, at least until the, stockholders, shareholders sue the bejesus out of them. Doing some of the stupidest stuff I ever heard of. And losing them billions of dollars. But until then, hey, you're free to make dumb decisions. Hey, you want to charge $2 more because an hour has passed? That's your business. That's your freedom. You're free to do that. And I'm free to go to McDonald's. I would never go to McDonald's or Wendy's anyway. I value my health. I don't want to eat food that's boiled in silicone grease. Then if I put it on a windowsill, a year later, it's going to look the same, and I could eat it, and it'd be fine. Well, except for, of course, the fact it's, rubber meat. But, what the hell? What a stupid idea. You're free to do that, and I'm free to take my business elsewhere. And them thinking that this is some brilliant idea that's going to motivate customers to come in is pure freaking cope. No. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. There's no justification for it. And I'm almost certain they are not going to pursue this. They're just testing the waters. See if people have become stupid enough yet to be okay with this kind of thing. Nope, not yet. But soon. So there you go. One of the dumbest business moves I've ever seen. I wouldn't be surprised if Wendy's has lost billions in stock value. Since this was announced as a possible step in the right direction, or a viable business option. Yeah, this is going to cost them billions. But let me know what you think in the comment section, and please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. I am Bachelor Philosopher on YouTube. You also find me on alt tech such as Rumble and BitChute as the Realist Philosopher. And if you really like my content, maybe you would consider supporting me by dropping a super chat or making a donation. Follow me as a Patreon member. I make 8 pieces a month on Patreon. It's a per piece platform, so you donate $1, be like $8 a month, 50 cents, $4 a month. And of course you could put a cap on that if you're afraid I'm going to make like 100 pieces in a month, which ain't going to happen. But anyway, any amount is greatly appreciated. Any support is greatly appreciated. And on that note, I'm out of here. I am Bachelor Philosopher, also known as The Realist, and I wish you all a good and pleasant day. Take care.